Hello everyone, I am Dr. Uday Pote and today we are going to see what frozen shoulder is. I am pretty sure you know someone who has had frozen shoulder, either, if not you of course, if you have some relative or relative of friends, someone you know has had frozen shoulder. It's actually very common. Frozen shoulder is commonly seen in females of the age between 40 to 60 years, that is perimenopausal women, but also seen in men of the same age. The common complaint is pain while lifting the shoulder or moving the shoulder in outwards or inward direction. The shoulder joint is a ball and socket joint like shown here. It is just like a golf ball on a small tee. If you know, the golf ball is larger than the tee, and that's the reason why it's so unstable. To stabilize the shoulder joint, there are multiple muscles, ligaments, which come together and form a capsule. It is the inflammation or problem with this capsule which leads to frozen shoulder. Frozen shoulder is also called as adhesive capsulitis. Global restriction of movements of the shoulder joint is very common with frozen shoulder. You have to rule out all other conditions in which there is pain while lifting or moving your shoulders, like calcifying tendinitis or any tears or sprain of your muscles. Only and only if you rule out all other possibilities for shoulder movement restriction is when you come to the diagnosis of frozen or adhesive capsulitis. You must be wondering, why is there an inflammation of the capsule? If you rule out all other conditions, why should the capsule be inflamed? Well, to tell you the truth, we actually don't know. There are many theories which can tell why there is inflammation or restriction of movements in adhesive capsulitis. One of the theories is if the patient has comorbidities like diabetes, hypertension, hypothyroid, or it is prolonged immobilization due to any previous trauma, all these conditions may lead to change in the fibers of the capsule. There occurs some molecular changes in the fibers of the capsule, wherein normal fibers are replaced by fibrotic tissue which do not stretch or are not good in movements as in the normal capsule. Fibrosis or the stickiness of the capsule is increased. Therefore, it is called as adhesive capsulitis. In frozen shoulder, the most common ligament involved is the coracohumeral ligament as shown here. I want you to do one thing. I want you to pinch just in front of your shoulder joint. Just pinch it really hard. Pinch like this. I want you to pinch it really hard, and once you pinch it, keep it like that and try to move your arm away from your body. It's painful and you cannot do it. The same way, try to take it behind your body. You cannot do this. This is exactly what happens in frozen shoulder. But there is one secret that I want you all to know. Frozen shoulder is itself a self-limiting condition. It means if you give it time, it will reduce. The pain and the movement restrictions reduce. But it may take 1 to 3 years, and this is why medicines and physiotherapy try to cut down on those number of years and improve your quality of life. There are 3 phases of frozen shoulder. The first phase is the freezing phase, which is very painful. The second phase is the frozen phase, in which the restrictions of the shoulder joint are more than the pain, and the third phase is a thawing phase, wherein the movements start improving. And there is one more, the fourth stage, in which the other shoulder may start getting affected. Sadly, yeah. The natural history, after 1 or 2 years, once one shoulder gets better, you may have the same problem starting in the other shoulder. The medical therapy will improve your quality of life. So in the initial phases, we give anti-inflammatory medications or painkillers, as well as some modality of physiotherapy like IFT or interferential therapy and acupuncture, wherein this reduces your pain and thereby you may start moving your shoulder gently as much as possible. We do not force you in the freezing phase to move your shoulder to a greater length. It should be gentle and make sure that none of the movements have any jerk or you don't have any trauma during the phases of frozen shoulder. If you have good response to anti-inflammatory medications and physiotherapy, we will increase your movement and exercises. But if you have no improvement in your movement or pain even after 2 months of therapy, we may proceed with injection in your shoulder joint. The injection which is safe to be given in the shoulder joint is a steroid injection. We may add oral steroid medications to reduce your inflammation and improve the movement. If they don't work, then we give a steroid injection directly into your shoulder joint and thereby reducing the inflammation and improving the movement. We may repeat these injections at a span of 3 to 4 weeks and see how much improvement is there in your shoulder joint. Once all modalities of treatment fail to work or improve your movement and reduce your pain, we proceed with surgery. It is an arthroscopic surgery, not an open one, but an arthroscope is inserted into your shoulder joint, and under vision we release the capsule as much as possible to improve the mobility of the shoulder joint. And once the mobility is improved, we close up and then we start with physiotherapy, and thereby we see there is gradual improvement in the shoulder joint movement. The frozen shoulder has very favorable prognosis. 80% of people improve as time passes, and in 1 to 2 years there is complete recovery of your shoulder joint movement. But there is very rare possibility, say in like 10% people, wherein we require surgery or some other modality of treatment, and sadly 10% of people will suffer from continuous pain and loss of movement, but that is rarely seen. But if that is present, these patients have to undergo various procedures like I have mentioned in our video. The natural history of frozen shoulder is favorable, so don't worry guys, and I hope you must have understood something about frozen shoulder through this video. We will be coming up on video about the exercises recommended for frozen shoulder. So please like, share and comment, and let us know what other topic videos you would like us to make.